The forest air was thick with the scent of pine and adventure, as Max, Lily, and their friends wandered deeper beneath the emerald canopy. Sunlight flickered through the leaves, painting shifting patterns on the mossy ground. Suddenly, a soft, otherworldly glow caught their attention. A shimmering portal, hidden behind a tangle of ferns and wildflowers. Curiosity sparkled in their eyes. One by one, they stepped through, feeling a gentle tug as the world around them shifted and changed. On the other side, everything was transformed. Trees, once towering above their heads, now looked as delicate as daisies. Rocks, which would have taken a running leap to climb, were now the size of pebbles scattered at their feet. Even the animals, rabbits, birds, and butterflies, were miniature versions of themselves, darting about with quick, nimble movements. The friends gazed around in amazement. Lily marveled at the tiny landscape, her voice filled with wonder. Max laughed, realizing they were giants in this magical place, and Pip pointed excitedly at a leaf as large as a house. Buddy, ever the cautious one, reminded everyone to tread lightly. Things might look small, but danger could still be lurking. As they explored this enchanting world, the group encountered its unusual inhabitants. Miniature fairies fluttered by, their wings glinting like shards of sunlight. Insects buzzed overhead, their wings as broad as blankets, and small talking animals peeked out from burrowed homes, their voices high and musical. Soon they met Tico, a tiny creature with eyes full of worry. He explained that their world, though magical, was in peril. A great storm was approaching, one powerful enough to destroy everything. The only hope was to find the Crystal of Balance, hidden deep within the heart of the tiny forest. Determined to help, Max and his friends set out on a journey through the tiny forest. To them, the trees seemed like colossal skyscrapers, their branches arching high above. The path was fraught with challenges. A giant bee buzzed menacingly nearby, its wings creating gusts of wind. Sticky spiderwebs hung like nets across their route, and the sky darkened as the storm drew closer. But the group pressed on, their spirits undaunted. They encouraged each other, drawing on their past adventures and the strength of their friendship. At last, they reached the heart of the tiny forest, where the Crystal of Balance rested inside a grand old tree. But before they could claim it, a mysterious riddle echoed from within the tree's trunk, challenging them to seek harmony in light and shade. The friends gathered around, pondering the meaning. Lily realized it was about balance, light and dark, good and bad. Max suggested they combine their strengths, and Nala proposed they align the elements of the forest. Working together, they carefully balanced stones, leaves, and beams of sunlight around the crystal, solving the riddle at last. The Crystal of Balance began to glow, its light spreading out in a wave of energy. The storm clouds parted, and the tiny world was restored to vibrant life. Flowers bloomed, animals danced, and the miniature inhabitants cheered with relief. Tico thanked them, his gratitude shining in his eyes. Max, Lily, and their friends smiled, proud of what they had accomplished together. As the world returned to normal, the friends found themselves growing back to their usual size. Before they left, the guardian of the tiny world presented them with a small, sparkling gem, a token of their bravery and a reminder that courage knows no size. Holding the gem, Max promised they would never forget this magical adventure. Stepping back through the portal, the friends found themselves once again in their own forest, the memory of their journey fresh in their minds. They laughed and reminisced, realizing that even the smallest acts of courage and teamwork could have the biggest impact. And as they walked home, the gem glinting in Max's hand, they knew that the magic of the miniature world and the lessons they had learned would stay with them forever.